Happy TikTok Tuesday, everybody. So that is my paint palette created with epoxy resin and then painted with unicorn spit and then dropped the resin over the top of it again. And that's what these are going to be. This is a phone case, just the packaging. I don't know, the resin may eat it. I don't know. We're going to experiment. I have this cashew lid just in case. These are little mini palettes. So if you do nails or if you use unicorn spit or like, I don't know, if you use unicorn spit, it's a perfect palette for that. So that's what I do. Green, light. Okay, I'm just going to feel around. I'm going to do it. Okay. Oh, I got kind of a green and a light, so everybody wins. And it says, curious, may you open and explore. Curious. See, that's when the inner child gets to come out and play. That inner child is always curious. That's beautiful. Oh, I love that. Oh. This is my brother's music. I know it's hard to hear right now. Ed Williams. All right, so here we are. Here we are. Let's see. What I have is a very old Pro-Marine resin, and it's yellow, real yellow. And when I went to pour it today, because it was cool in here, it was just like a chunk. So I thought, it's okay, because it's just the base of the palette, because I want to leave room on the top. I don't want it thick. I want to leave room on the top to paint with my unicorn spit, my design. And, you know, palettes usually are white because you need that so you can mix on it and see what it looks like, right? The two colors combined. But, so, you know, on this, I tried, but I figured that's white enough, you know. I've got some resin molds coming from Amazon that are the mini palettes, the agates, you know, when you go to get your nails done and it's just a girl thing, I guess, you know, but they bring out that super agate looking resin slice and it's got the gold around it. I want to make a few of those. So anyway, and you can use them to paint with unicorn spit because you only need a tiny bit. It's just amazing. I did some, I'm just talking. I've had a lot of coffee. I did some airbrush yesterday. It was a lot darker and then I just wiped it with my hand and swiveled around, but that was fun. And that's all unicorn spit, the artistic vivations with the 91% alcohol, believe it or not. And the Celine, even with the 91% alcohol, that's all Celine, the white, it did not ball up on me at all. So I was thrilled. I mixed it up, put it in a little bottle, absolutely thrilled. So, you know, I am an affiliate, but I'm learning. I've been painting with this spit for a long time. That didn't sound good. For a long time. Okay, so I have a little resin mold that is for a ring holder. It's the little one. This is the same shape, but the big one. Okay, doing this one, and it's going to become the punk that we get to paint on and we do our scene on, and it's easier than you think, and you can get swirly and psychedelic, or you can do an actual scene or whatever, you know. And then once it's done and you've got everything, you can put rhinestones on it, whatever you want to do, then you fill a little bit of resin in there and drop the little designed punk back into here and top it with resin, and it's going to leave you about this much above it. And you can put little pebbles, like if you made mushrooms, you can put little pebbles and mossy looking stuff, or, you know, whatever your design is on your punk, you can make it cool with that little additional. So that's what we're doing. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is gloves. I've got my stir sticks, I've got my spoons, and I also have this white epoxy stuff. It's a paste for resin, white paste. You know that white is a heavy color, which is odd, isn't it? When you put in white, if you've played with resin, you can see that the white just drops, right? It drops to the bottom. So if I want to add white, I want to be really careful that it's mixed really well, and because I want that to be kind of see-through, kind of transparent. It's super pretty. So I thought that might be kind of fun just to play with on this one in the base of it before I start painting. So I'm going to try and keep it white in the center, go around the side. This is not the way to do your resin. This is not see-through, and that's a bummer. It should be see-through. So when you're stirring, you can see. But all right, so we got the old Pro Marine. One is real thick, you notice with your resin, and one is thin, right? So you want your thin in first. And I just try to pour it down the side. You shouldn't be using these ribbed cups either. Just so you know. All right, and now the other part of the Pro Marine. This is the really thick. So I'm just going to let it drizzle on over all of it. I'm hoping that this will be set up just fine. You know, the thing is cool about the resin, if your resin has turned yellow, don't panic. You can still use it. And things like this. I'm just going to start stirring. What not to do when resining, but when you see that it actually turns out anyway, you can, you know, if you've been hesitating, this might just throw you right in the race, right? If she can do it like that, surely I can do it. Oh, I love my brother's song. So I'm going to let that sit there for a while. I'm going to throw on more gloves, and I'm going to use that other resin that I know is fresh, but it is only a 4-hour cure resin. And that is J. Diction. I really like it. I liked it enough that I bought another box. Bluebird sis, welcome. This is J. Diction B. That's the thick. And that's J. Diction A. This stuff is starting to get warm. That's good. I'm going to set that aside. So the A goes in first because it's liquidy. And just run it on down the side. I love my brother's music. Just knowing it's him and I get to paint along with his music every day, I love it. He can play almost anything, but it's amazing. But yeah, he writes all of his own songs. All right, here's the B, the thick, and I'm just gonna let it drizzle on over because actually on this one, this J. Diction, the thick is not hardly thick at all. All right, so let's see what the Pro Marine is doing. You can feel it's kind of, well, you can't. I can feel it's kind of warm. And if you look at it, it looks real bubbly. Sure wish this was clear. Pour this into those, I think. So I see bubbles and stuff. I'm not worried. Let's see how this 4-hour one is doing. It's got bubbles, but not frothy bubbles like the other one. Much more clear. But you know, it's fresh too, so. And since I'm using these makeshift molds, and also these that they say don't torch, I have my super duper mister that I got from Amazon, and my 200 proof denatured alcohol. Make sure it's the denatured alcohol, and you have a fine mister, and then you just mist over the top and all those bubbles magically disappear. I'm thrilled with that. Here's a little one. And it's just, looks like a white paste. And you would be surprised that this is probably too much. We'll see. I don't know what it's going to do with this, to tell you the truth, this resin. But I'll use it in that too. And because it's a paste, you really want to get it stirred up as much as possible. And I know I'm just whipping the fire out of this. It don't matter because it's going in here and they're going to get painted on. And all those bubbles, actually, I think this paste actually calms them down. And so does the powder pigment. Amount of paste, and look at that. That is a beautiful white. This is what the white I use when I'm doing my oceans on my resin ocean paddles and stuff like that. It's called Epoxy Pigment White Armor Art. Little tiny paste, basically. Okay, I want a little bit of pigment in that too. It is all bubbly and everything. I am hoping this is just an iPhone case wrapper thing, and I'm hoping it stays intact and does not just get eaten up by chemicals. But it's just the perfect size for my hand. So I thought, why not make a palette out of it? Some straight clear. So this is the Pro Marine. I'm just going to drop some of this down here. Do it both. I might as well fill this up with that Pro Marine if I can. Ooh, sure can. Wonder how much I should put. Depends on if I want to see through it or not. I think I'll start with less and I can always add more later. So that's that. Kind of coffee looking. Coffee sounds good. I had a cup. Oh, look how pretty. I just want to put it all over now. I don't care. Rich. Suddenly it's like a Juan Valdez commercial. You guys probably have no idea what I'm talking about. Back in the olden days, those coffee commercials, Juan Valdez and his donkey going up to the mountains. Do they do that commercial anymore? Look at this gorgeousness. I just want to drizzle it. I don't even care if I waste the resin today, honestly. I'm just enjoying this. I can see that my palette is not actually level to my table. Make myself a little vignette looking thing again. Oh, darn, right in the middle, snack. That's okay. I just want to play. This is the good stuff. I'm going to mix it into these ring holders that also has the older. Just for fun. Just to see what happens. I want some clear in here. It's going to kill my white though. I don't care. And this is the little punk that we're going to be painting on. It's pretty short. So it should be clear and then colored and then white and then colored again in root beers. And on this, I'm putting that glitter in because it'll just be snow coming strong. And if it, and here too. Since I'm gonna go ahead and resin over it, might as well make it party. Alright, so definitely looks like it's staying at the top. I'm just gonna force it in a little bit more. Kind of like that. So there is my background for my winter painting. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and mist it with this stuff. I'm going to mist down here, make sure it's working. So this one needs it. So I'll hit those two first. And just like that, it is incredible. Honestly, that is just the most amazing thing. I've always had a problem with bubbles, trust me. And I don't really mind bubbles. Like we were saying the other day, it's part of the creation of the art piece, you know, some. Reason, you know, you don't want a ton. Let me find something to throw everything else in. Let's see what I got. I got a big ring holder. Different room? Jamie, welcome. No, just a different side. Yeah, I'm all over the place in here. Things that stay the same is the chair, my muse chair, and the bed over there, the day bed, that is just piled up mostly with paintings, of course. Okay, so yeah, I'm on this side of the table today. Let's see, what was I doing? Oh, this one. Let's try a little bit of this. extra power, about like that. Oh, I can tell you what, this resin is warm. You can feel the heat through the cup. Look at the gorgeousness of those powders, you guys. It's amazing. I think I just try and hurry too much on my resin stuff because I feel like, oh my gosh, it's gonna set, you know? But I think I have more time than I think. It's never ever just set on me. So, not yet. Alright, I do want some clear, just for fun. I should take a toothpick and poke it at the very tip of these. That way the resin gets all the way down to the tip. I just stuck my fingers in the resin. Okay, wait, I want some of this. It's a gorgeous color. I'm in love. Can't help it. All right, have a blast. Whatever you're doing today, enjoy it. Love you.